It's time for Down Home in the Tri-States with your host, Ron Jones. If it's farming, gardening, information, or just plain interesting, you can catch it all right here on Down Home in the Tri-States.
I think it's awesome.
Absolutely incredible the amount of work you put in. Just amazing.
I like this little car, it's proportioned for me.
It's really cool. I like it a lot.
It's amazing. It looked almost original. I mean, factory built.
It's adorable.
Think of it.
It's incredible. I'm just trying to figure out how somebody made it.
This is a showstopper.
I really like the name Rebel Rouser.
It's a homemade 49 Mercury. It's all scratch built. I built everything inside, outside, all the stainless, the lake pipes, and everything except the mirrors and the spotlights I built. It's got a Toyota motor in it. It's 1290cc. I had to make all the headlight rims, the bumpers, the grill. Everything's handmade. And it's got a Toyota motor in it. And I don't wash under the hood because I drive it. It's just exactly like the Mercury dash. Got radio heater, defrosters, ashtray, air vents, full glove box. It's even got flamethrowers. Front and rear seat. Fender skirts that come off just like the original. You got the little clip that undoes them. And I drive it. It'll run 100 miles an hour top end. It's got a 1290cc motor in it, Toyota. It's got dual exhaust, split manifold. Made the tail lights there out of it. It's got a 50 Chevy lens in it. The rear curved glass is out of a 66 Chevy windshield. Yeah, to start getting my dimensions, I make the door post and I get all the width of the back and everything first. Sure. And the hinges are already on this piece of the door. And then the sheet metal goes up past that. Right. Then I actually unbolt this wire fender and lay it on the sheet metal and I wrap it all around there, you know, fold the whole fender on. Then I got to take a die grinder and cut these pieces and break them out and throw them away. All that inner framework comes out once the sheet metal is made for it. Yeah. Now that's the door post now. The rest of the door frame hasn't been made yet. Back here is the dash was a refrigerator door. I built the first car out of it, and it's a good big piece of free metal. So I just, all the dash and all my cars so far has been made out of a refrigerator door. It bends easy and it stays where you put it. Oh. That's making the steering wheel for this Mercury. I just used the spline out of the Toyota steering shaft.
And you attached to that. Very clever.
There's a hammer in one hand, torch in the other, making the bumpers.
Look at that.
Then when I get done making them, that's out of 1/8 inch flat sheet metal.
Right.
That's pulling, you can't see it, but there's the stainless. That's just stainless trim. I run it through a die, and then I put a shoe in the vise, pull it through with a cable come along. And I had to make the headlight rims. That's how I do it instead of an English wheel, but I'll put it, once I clean all this up, then I'll put it in English wheel and true it up a little more. Now, that's bare steel. There's no primer or anything on it. See, it's laying on my trailer. We just went to the neighbors and sandblasted it. Drove this from Phoenix to Indiana to the James Dean run to Fairmount, Indiana and back.
I think it's awesome.
It's incredible.
It's really cool.
My name's Leonard Lewis, Lou Lewis, and I went to Bay High. Whenever I first came, I was about 13 when I started hitchhiking out here. And in the 50s, I started coming to the hangout. Old Herschel was just in his brogans, overall, and Bette Sherfield and all of us, Jimmy Paul, Jerry Suggs, Jimmy Lee Smith, and all them was coming out. But it was a good time, a great time. It won't never be again.
What do you expect to accomplish this year? Now, during Kubota's Great Expectations sales event, get a great deal on a Kubota BX Series, the top-selling subcompact tractor of the decade. With Kubota, expect versatility, expect performance-matched implements, expect value. Raise your expectations with the Kubota BX70 Series. Now for 0 down and 0% financing for up to 60 months.
See and save on all Kubota tractors and equipment at Sowell Tractor today.
How many times have you heard the big ones are in shallow water, or there are more squirrels than you can shake a stick at way up the river? But the problem is you can't get there with your propeller-driven outboard. Meet Joe Riley, problem solver, and the Tohatsu Jet Drive outboard. With Tohatsu's Jet Drive, you can get where no man, or should I say, no outboard has ever been. With stick-steering powered Tohatsu Jet Drive and a Rhino boat, you can show your fishing and hunting buddies you mean business. See them at Joe's Motor Service, Hartford, Alabama, near Dothan. Have you got water problems? Pump won't pump? Do you need answers and solutions, but you don't want the runaround and you want someone honest? Well, have no fear, folks. Do what I did. Call the man, Water Dan. Dan Dubose will take care of your problem.
Hello, folks. This is Water Dan. I work on submersible pumps, jet pumps, do repairs and upgrades, anything to do with an existing water well. I would appreciate it if you call.
Call the man, Water Dan. He'll take care of your water problems. 850-535-9308. 535-9308. Folks, you know why people from Washington, Jackson, Holmes, Bay County, you know why they call Water Dan? Because Dan Dubose knows what he's doing. Y'all give him a call.
Come on, baby, help me to spend this dough. Come on, baby, help me to spend this dough. Well, I'm all dressed up and ain't got no place to go. All the sun is shining on both sides of the street. All the sun is shining on both sides of the street. I got a letter from my baby, no, she can't be beat. I got a brand new suit, new pair of shoes. You can't lose my way to stop by you, babe. Help me to spend this dough. Well, I'm all dressed up and ain't got no place to go. Ah, come on now.
Sopchoppy and 2 Egg. Probably two places a lot of you have heard, but you've never been there. And they probably both sound funny to you, Sopchoppy and 2 Egg. Well, today we're in Sopchoppy, Florida. That's it's near, it's on the east side of Apalachicola, Florida, and going north toward Tallahassee. And every year they have a worm grunting festival here. And some of you northern folks, you Yankees up there that's moved down there and relocated, you know what worm grunting and worm fiddling is. You may not even know what worms are. Okay, but worm grunting is a technique they use, using a stick and some different means of rubbing them together, like starting fires with the Boy Scouts, you know, where they start fires. It's kind of the same technique. They grunt those worms, make that noise, and then worms come up out of the ground. And they take them and put them in cans and things and go fishing with them. So that's what this is, and they made a big festival out of it. And hopefully we'll be able to see some worm grunting demonstration. We drove a long way to do that. And some of the arts and crafts and things, they have food and vendors and all that kind of stuff. But you can see over my shoulder there, that's just part of it. There's a lot more back over this way, and like I said, Sopchoppy is not a very big town. Population right now is probably more than it's ever seen, and that's for the tourists here. Okay, probably population, I don't know, maybe 75, 80, 100 people. Who knows? But anyway, y'all come on. It's down home in the Tri-States, and we're going to take and do a little worm grunting, okay? Folks, this is Megan and Garrett. They live here in Sopchoppy. And Megan, how long y'all been married?
Well, we're not married.
You're not
just
married.
Dating.
You're just dating?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Couldn't you find anybody a little taller?
Well,
I mean, you gotta
it's
go
all
ahead.
right. It's all right.
Oh, is it?
I can get down.
You gotta look down just to kiss it. Or have you ever kissed him before?
No.
Okay.
We just started dating.
Just started dating. Okay.
Yeah, they go to
Where y'all go to school?
Medart Elementary.
Where?
Medart Elementary.
Is that here close to Sopchoppy?
Yes, sir.
Now, what grade are you in?
5th.
What grade are you in?
5th.
So you're both in the 5th. So did you meet in the 5th, or did you meet in Sopchoppy?
No, I grew up with Garrett.
Did you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. My condolences to you. I mean, to you. So tell me a little bit about this worm grunting thing. How much you know about it? What happened? What do they do? They get worms out of the ground, or what?
Yes, sir. You just grunt worms and you just get a thing and you got worms.
So,
I mean, it's just a tradition that Sopchoppy has.
Are they good? How do you cook them?
Fry them.
You fry them? You cook? You fry them? You fry them?
Yep.
Okay, I was just kidding now. You go fishing with them, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. And how long have y'all been living here? All your life?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you too?
How long you been what?
Living here.
Oh, yeah, all my life.
He wanted to make sure he was answering the right question.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go over and get a little video on what's going on over here, okay?
Okay.
And yeah, contact me when y'all get ready to get married. We'll come shoot your wedding. How about that?
All right.
All right. Good luck, y'all. Okay.
Old Uncle Bill's got a still on the hill. He runs him off a gallon or two. That birds in the sky get so high they can't fly with that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew. And them that refuse it, I feel. Well, I've heard shake my mug if you feel my germ, that good old Mountain Dew.
Main Street Market in Chipley is this area's headquarters for top quality livestock and pet feed. Paul Davidson and Main Street Market carries only the best and most freshest feed you'll find anywhere in the Tri-States area. Cattle feed, dog feed, horse feed, rabbit feed, goat feed, chicken feed. From top quality Seminole, the preferred feed for show animals, to FRM, Tucker, and more. To roll hay and baled hay, Main Street Market on the corner of Highway 90 and 77 in Chipley, Florida has it all. Main Street Market is also your fresh and frozen vegetable and fruit outlet, plus deer cord and pine straw. Main Street Market. Tell them old Ron sent you. All right, so whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Go.
Look at that, look at that. Man done it.
That's a good one.
Pull it up and let me show everybody. There it is, folks.
Now, what you looking for?
What's your name?
I'm Tyrone.
You got it done, Tyrone.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
There it goes.
What's your name?
Damien.
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 Damien. How many?
Damien.
So spell it.
K-A-M-I-E-N.
Damien. Okay. You got any worms yet?
No.
You've done this before?
I have a friend that takes me.
Oh, really? All right. Well, good luck, okay? Oh, there he is, right there. I got him here.
You're right.
See ya.
You want to buy this?
Fries. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna try it, okay? I probably wish I hadn't once I eat it, but. Is that possum innards?
That and a little raccoon.
That and a little raccoon. I thought it tasted familiar. Folks, this is Stan. Say your name, Giddens.
Yeah.
And Stan does a lot of things. He's cooking. His wife's actually doing all the work. He's sitting here on the stool in the cool breeze collecting the money, right?
Until I get home and she gets it.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
okay. But Stan, what y'all cooking here today?
We've got funnel cakes. We've got homemade pork skins, dill pickles, sweet potato fries, regular fries, things like that. Corn dogs, hamburgers, hot dogs.
Do you travel around doing stuff like this, or you just do it here, or what?
No, we're somewhere probably 40, 43 weekends a year.
Sure enough. In this whole area here, or what?
No, we're from Georgia. We go from North Georgia all the way down to the middle of Florida.
Sure enough. Wow. So this is a one-day event. So where are you going from here?
Next weekend we'll be in Vidalia, Georgia.
Vidalia. That's where they grow them onions, ain't it?
Sweet onions, yeah.
I need to go up there and interview somebody about that. But I can't find. You know anybody that grows them I can talk to?
I have no idea.
I don't either. And nobody else does either. But
no.
I guarantee you, somebody in Vidalia that grows Vidalia onions.
Plenty of people.
Okay. How long you been doing this, Stan?
We've been in the business probably about 27 years, but the last 5 years we've been doing food.
And do you do this at home to sell it around the house or special events at home or what?
We just do craft shows.
Just on the road again?
Yep. Yep, sure enough.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to get me a bag. I ain't going to get them now because we got a lot more filming to do.
Okay, well, come on back.
But we're going to come back and I'm going to get me some in pork skins.
Okay.
I like them wash pot style pork skins too.
That's like what those are.
That's what I like. So
that's what they are.
We're going to get them. Stan Giddens.
Yes, sir.
Right?
That's
okay.
it. You're doing good.
Appreciate it, Stan.
Okay, thank you now.
Just chopping wood for honeybee means a lot to me, cause it sweetens up my taste. And I'm so proud to be country boy. Yes, I'm so proud to be country boy. So the barrel whiskey still, there the berry wine, mud flap, steel trail, honeysuckle vine. And I'm so proud to be country.
After all the flags are gone, what's the next to go? Confederate graves. Join the sons of Confederate veterans. Help fight political correctness and keep Confederate flags flying.
He could have been an engineer, a navigator, a teacher, or a veterinarian. But rather than wear any one of those hats, he chose to wear all of them. He's a Florida farmer.
Folks, this is Mr. Bill Lowry. He is in charge. I guess you're the head man in charge of this event every year. And tell us a little bit about the event, how long it's been going on, and a little bit about, we'll talk to some folks later about actually worm grunting. But as far as the festival itself, give us a little information for folks that, in case they want to attend it next year.
Yeah, well, this is our 13th annual festival. The idea came about because this little town of Sopchoppy has an ongoing problem with the economy and so forth. And so there were a number of us who were looking for ways to increase visitation to the town, maybe bring businesses to local shops and so forth. And we did a couple of smaller events, and then at one of our meetings, somebody says, well, we should do a worm grunting festival. And I said, a what? Not being from around here, I've been here for 15 years, but that worm grunting festival, we're going to start an annual festival and you want to call it worm grunting? I don't think it's going to last very long. And but she was in a little conference up in Georgia on tourism shortly after that, and she floated that name, Worm Gruntin Festival, Sopchoppy Worm Gruntin Festival, to the people there who were all about increasing tourism, and they said, that's great. So we did it. That's why, I didn't know that this area, a lot of people in this area made their living harvesting worms for bait. As you maybe heard our dedication to our king, who's passed away, but he used to be one of the bait wholesale retailers and wholesalers here. He used to take truckloads of worms to Atlanta, as a matter of fact, from this area. Yeah. Wow. So a lot of them come out of the National Forest, and when all this became famous, then the government got interested that there might be some revenue sources. So now you have to have a license to go into the National Forest. But so anyway, we decided to have a festival, and we early on that first year, we decided that it was sort of a counterculture kind of. We thought it was sort of an outlandish idea to have a worm grunting festival, and that was kind of our attitude. Let's do something different. This will be different. And so we said, well, let's have a queen. I said, yeah, let's do that. Let's have a queen. So at that time, just about that time, a young lady from Mom's Restaurant that's since been closed came walking into this little shop where I was talking to somebody, and they told me up there at the restaurant that you all are looking for a queen. And I looked at her, she was cute, and I said, you'll do. So she was our first. But after a couple of years, we began to realize that this idea of being a king and queen is important to people, that it's a recognition from the community and so forth. So we really hit our stride with the third queen, Miss Lassie from the African American community, who raised her family for a number of years, put them through school. They're all very successful people now. She passed away a year or so ago. But she was a matriarch, and she had her kids out there in the woods at 5:30 in the morning before they went to school, getting worms, and from the money that she got from that, helped them get through those times. So it's been important to a number of people. Mr. Gary Revel, with whom you'll talk to later, still makes his living doing that. He's been doing it for, he'll tell you, 30 years or something like that. And you'll see he's a husky fella, and that's from the work going into doing that worm grunting.
You want quality craftsmanship, the best portable building you can get, you need to come to Atlas Portable Buildings and Garages. It's all built right here on site in Panama City, folks. Y'all come do business with them. State inspected and approved. Stop paying for somebody else's building. At Atlas, you can rent to own. Choose from a big selection or have it built to your need. Top grade 2x4 studs, pressure treated floor joists. Need a strong, well-built garage? We can build them too. At last. Atlas Portable Buildings and Garages you can trust. It's the best product you're going to find when it comes to portable buildings and garages. Come see Dwayne Phillips, Atlas Portable Buildings and Garages on Highway 231 across from Gulf Asphalt.
Wow, this snow sure is gritty and salty. No, silly, this is sand, not snow. So that's why it's so hot. Yeah, but thank goodness our daddy owns A-Plus Air Conditioning. He keeps our home as cold as Alaska. Cool. Hey, I'll race you home.
For the most professional, most reliable, and most preferred air conditioning service in the area, call A-Plus Air Conditioning, 850-230-3009.
Okay, bet you I can win.
Be sure to catch us next week on Down Home in the Tri-States.